Hi there. Today I'm heading out for a hike in the Ukrainian Carpathians. I haven't packed any food or water. I'll rely entirely on what I can find in the wild. The only tool I've brought with me is a small BPS mushroom knife. My first mission, find water, because staying hydrated is the top priority. When you live in the forest, the question of food becomes really urgent, because it's not just about calories, it's what the body uses every second. Your diet needs to be as complete as possible. If you manage to find a berry, a lot of berries, even endless amount of berries is never enough, because you also need proteins, fats, and a variety of vitamins. Good news, I found a swamp. Bad news, I need running water. There's also such a thing as food habits, even if a plant is completely edible. Even if a plant is completely edible, it doesn't mean your body will be able to digest it. Good news, I found the fern. I'd already seen it from up there while I was coming down. Ferns aren't edible, but mean moisture's nearby. And for me, that means maybe there's a stream nearby. Could be just swamp, not a stream, but there's sun, and where there's sun, there are berries. I'll stay 10 to 15 minutes. Can't waste too much time. Water's more important. Berries go in a flask, not a bag. Keeps them intact. Later, I'll pour them into a cup and use the flask for water. And use the flask as intended. I love this bag. It lets you collect berries without bending much. And both hands stay free. So delicious. 2 years ago, I ran into bears in berry patches like this. A very interesting encounter. It was the first time I saw bears in the wild. A terrifying creature the size of a cow. And I can tell you, they feel very confident in such conditions. Where I struggled for hours, it ran through in just a few seconds. So, here's a fun fact. Escaping from a bear is impossible. One of the reasons to avoid such places in late autumn or early spring. So don't camp in such areas, because animals come here to check the berries. I'm spending too much time here. I need to move a bit further. I need to find something to supplement the berries, because berries alone won't satisfy me. And I still haven't found clean water. For me, water is always a top priority, because I have some reserves in terms of calories, but not in terms of water. And in this kind of heat, I'm losing a lot of water. So water is priority number 0. I need to find the source and collect water. Any water from open, uncontrolled sources, streams, rivers, lakes, puddle, is unsafe. It must be purified and disinfected. I'll be boiling it. The only thing is, it's best to take the cleanest water possible, the most flowing, the purest you can find. Cleaner water needs less purification and is safer. There you stream here, stream. All the streams have dried up because of hot summer. I'll walk a little further. Maybe I'll find something. There's an option to dig a bit, make a small hole. Because I can see wet leaves and there's a small puddle. There's a bit of water. I found water. And it's actually really good quality water. There's a lot of it. All I have to do is climb down there. Not a problem. The main thing is there's water. Right, setting up a temporary camp here, unpacking and going down. First thing, I need to pour the berries out so I don't lose them. I'm using my cup for this. Hopefully it'll be enough. Now I need to organize the descent down the slope. It's somewhat dangerous for me, and I'm not ready to take risks. So I'm using a strap. In the mountains, the ability to descend and climb slopes like this is absolutely essential. I'm using hammock straps. I also took almost identical straps to make a rope I used to hang my backpack, so I have 2 hammock straps, a suspension for my backpack, and a firewood carrier. I connect them together. They're good, reliable straps that can hold my weight. With them, I can make 2-3 meter straps, 6 meters total, and 2 2-meter straps for a 10-meter descent. That's the absolute minimum you need to live in the mountains. Before I had this setup, my options were very limited. I could only go where I could walk. Now I can organize descents, I can organize ascents, and I can get water from places like this. So now I need to connect them. I'm connecting them with a Prusik loop. It's a simple, reliable knot that's easy to untie later, and that's actually important. I was actually thinking of tying myself to it. In the mountains, it's extremely important to plan your every step. Because when you're tired and low on calories, you can not only waste energy, but also make serious mistakes. The hungrier you are, the more mistakes you make. Each next step becomes harder. Climbing down to get water is quite hard now. But on the other hand, I need water. And this water is way better than the ones I've seen before. Needs less filtering or faster and more clean water. Better to overthink than to make one wrong move. Although usually these places, they're like gold mines for bugs. Well, I have to admit, that water really lifted my spirits. I've got water. My mouth's full of dust. I'm so happy I found water. So here's the plan for now. First, I found an animal trail and I can see where it leads. Now I'll climb up, set a trap, then climb even higher so I don't scare anything off here. Boil the water and maybe by evening I'll even have some meat. I climbed down this way. The animal came this way. I'll climb back up now. Set the trap. I'll go around this way and I'll place it right over there. Exactly where the animal will come to drink. Sit down somewhere. Make the trap and head back up. I can see the sun is already setting. The sooner I choose a campsite, the sooner I set up, the better. I'm a bit tired, but it was worth it. Since yesterday I haven't eaten anything. I feel a certain fatigue. Strangely, I'm not hungry, I just want to rest. But I can't rest. I need to do everything I can to find food. I've spent too much time looking for water. And now I simply can't afford to rest. I need to do everything I can. I need to set the trap. And only after that can I relax. I'll use fishing line for this. It's quite strong and reliable. And also fairly invisible. I'm not aiming for a big animal like a boar or anything. Not the right place for hunting boar, mainly because I won't be able to preserve that meat, and it's important not only to get food but to preserve it as well. I'm targeting something small. Something small that I can definitely use. So what am I doing? I'm tying a knot at the end of the line. It'll be a stopper knot. Then I'm making a Canadian slip loop. The Canadian slip loop is a fundamental bushcraft knot. It's not the most universal, but it creates this setup. I'll place this on an animal trail at the height of the animal's head. And when it runs through, it'll put its head through here. The loop tightens and holds it. I feel tired. I need to drink some water, but I can't drink it, because any water from open sources is considered unsafe. It looks clean, but what's inside, we don't know. This will be for a small animal. I'll leave some extra line so I can tie it up. And I'll make another trap for a slightly bigger animal. No idea if I'll get lucky or not, but I'll need my knife because I'll be making a fire soon, so I might as well hang it on the outside. Okay, leaving all this here and heading to the animal trail. I actually move quite often along animal trails because, first of all, animals know where the water is and where the landmarks are. These are basically linear markers that you can follow. And animal trails, that means there are animals around. I found a trail, you can see it here. It has a kind of groove where small animals run. And this groove gives the animals space to go around my trap, left or right. Time to set it up. To tie it to a tree, I'm using a bowline knot. Now I position the loop at the animal's head height. and with little branches I make sure it stays open. This is what the animal will see. It won't be able to go around it left or right, it'll go straight into the loop. Now let's go to another spot and set a larger trap. Here's another animal trail. You can see it. I thought about meat and now I want some. Honestly, I wouldn't mind something small right now, like maybe a frog or something. I found the location. And wow, what a resource-rich, abundant location. What is survival? Right, it's a question of resources. Always. Well, survival is actually about risk management and managing your resources. God, it's so beautiful. I really love the moment when the fire catches. It's like a checkpoint. A moment when you can breathe out and calm down a little. That's it. I've made it. What's the water quality like? Fairly clean. I won't waste time filtering it. Ideally, I would, but I'm really thirsty. I think I can survive with a bit of plastic in it. Alright, berries go separately. A windfall area is always an interesting place, because not only is there firewood here, there's resin and there's rotting wood. Rotting wood means dead trees that have started to decay, and you can dig through them. You might find a beetle, maybe a larva, and that's all protein, because honestly, I really need protein. I'm burning a lot of energy, moving around constantly, and there's a little mushroom in there. And it would be good for me to get some protein. If we don't catch anything in the traps today, and I consider that quite likely, it still wouldn't hurt to eat something. Someone lives here. Although usually these places, they're like gold mines for bugs. Let's go look around some more. Oh, the woodpeckers have already been here. And all the mushrooms are edible. I don't think I'll find anything edible here. Ah, sour, but very tasty. Today I think I have realized just how hard it can be to find food. And for wild animals, their whole life is like this. Their whole life, you wake up in the morning and spend the entire day looking for something to eat. When you're tired, when you're out of strength, you start doing stupid things. You want to sleep, you want to rest. And honestly, by evening, I'm not even hungry anymore. I'm not thirsty either, because I had a really tasty berry drink. There's a certain feeling of closeness to nature. When you sleep in a tent, you don't really see the stars, don't feel the ground, don't really feel connected to nature. But in conditions like these, you start to understand how everything works here. You start to understand why everything exists. You start to understand how the ecosystem works, why everything is the way it is, why we need mosquitoes, why we need plants, why we need animals. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, take care of wild nature, and leave a comment. Where would you look for food, and would you try this experiment yourself? Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next videos. Time to check the traps. Most likely not enough time has passed. But I'm already hungry, so I'll go ahead and check them now. If I don't find anything... Nope. The first trap is empty. Right where I left it. I'll grab it when I come back and check the second trap. Well, that happens. It happens. Trap number 2. Empty. I'm taking it too.